Hello. Institute of Language Studies and Research, Department of Higher Education, Government of West Bengal, in collaboration with Department of Pali, University of Calcutta, Department of Pali, the Sanskrit College and University, is organizing a two-day international seminar on excavating Buddhist cultural heritage through Pali narratives. Today, on the morning of 17th March 2023, our program is going to be inaugurated, and in this auspicious inaugural session, we have the august presence of Professor Anuradham Mukhopadaye, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Sanskrit College and University, Professor Kaushiki Dasgupta, the Honorable Vice Chairman, West Bengal State Council of Higher Education. We have, along with Venerable Shivali Thero, Honorable General Secretary of Buddhist Society of India, who will be linking with us through online. And we also have among us Venerable Kachana Thero, Dr. Kachana Thero also, Honorable General Secretary, Triratna Mission, New Delhi. And now I request Venerable Kachana Thero to chant Mangalacharan and bless us to inaugural begin the inaugural session.
সর্বাঙ্গীন কামনা করে আমি মঙ্গল আচরণ নমো তাস্সা ভগবতো অরহতো সাম্মা সম্বুদ্ধাস্সা নমো তাস্সা ভগবতো অরহতো সাম্মা সম্বুদ্ধাস্সা নমো তাস্সা ভগবতো অরহতো সাম্মা সম্বুদ্ধাস্সা মহাকারুণিকো নাতো হিতায় সাপ্পাপানিনাং পুরেত্বা পারমি সম্ভাপাত্তু সম্ভূতি মুক্তমাং এতেন সত্যবজ্রেণ হোতু তে জয়মঙ্গলম জয়ন্তু বোধিয়ামূলে সৈক্যানং নন্দিবর্ধনম एवं प्रियं जयो होतो जयस्सु जयमङ्गलम् अपराजित पल्लङ्के शीसे पुतो विमुक्कले अभिषेके सम्बुद्धानां अग्गपत्तोपमोदति सुनाक्कत्तं सुमङ्गलं सुप्रभातं सुभुट्टितं सुखनो सुमुहूर्तो सा श्रीष्टिं ब्रह्मचारिषुम् पदाक्किनं कायकम्मं वासकम्मं पदाक्किनं मनोकम्मं पनिदीचे पदाक्किनानि कत्वानलवन्ते पदाक्किने ते अत्तलब्धसुखिता विरुल्लबुद्धशासने आरोग्यसुखिता होतो सहसप्तियातिवीम् एतेन सत्सवज्येन सोत्तिते होतु सभ्भदा एतेन सत्सवज्येन सभ्भदुःखभयरुगन्तराय विनाशतु एतेन सत्सवज्येन होतु ते जयमङ्गलम् सभ्भीतियो विपज्यन्तो शोकरोगविनाशतु Mati bhavatu antarayo suttikayuko bhavam. Bhavatu sabbhamangalam rakkantu sampadivatam. Sabbha buddhanubhavina sada sutti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabbhamangalam rakkantu sampadivatam. Sabbha dhammanubhavina sada sutti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabbhamangalam rakkantu sampadivatam. Sabbha sanghanubhavina sada sutti bhavantu te.
Thank you, Bhante. Thank you, Bhante, for the Mangalacharan. And now I would request our honored guests, Professor Anuradha Mukhopadhyay and Professor Kaushiki Dasgupta, to come on the dais and take their seats. I would also request Professor Shati Guha, Director, Honorable Director, Institute of Language Studies and Research, to come along and take a seat. And I would request Professor Shashwati Mukherjee, Head Department of Pali, University of Calcutta, also to come on the dais and take a seat. Now, we are going to felicitate our guests, our students. I request our students to come here and help our Honorable Director, Professor Shati Guha, to felicitate them. Professor Shati Guha is now felicitating Professor Anuradha Mukhopadhyay, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Sanskrit University. Now, I would request Professor Shashwati Mukherjee to felicitate our honored guest, Professor Kaushiki Dasgupta. Sure. Dr. Swarupa Charan, I request Dr. Swarupa Charan to felicitate Professor Shati Guha. And now, Srimati Joyita Raha will felicitate Professor Shashwati Mukherjee. Now, Professor Shati Guha will deliver the welcome address. I request Professor Shati Guha.
till it's morning. We are a little late to start. Good morning. Warm greetings from Institute of Language Studies and Research, ILSR, Kolkata, which is a premier center of excellence, disseminating advanced knowledge in languages, linguistic studies, and translation cultural research. On behalf of ILSR, I welcome all of you to this two-day international seminar on excavating Buddhist cultural heritage through Pali narratives, being jointly organized by ILSR and the Department of Pali, University of Calcutta, the Department of Pali, the Sanskrit College and University, West Bengal. The Institute of Language Studies and Research, ILSR, is affiliated to the Department of Higher Education, Government of West Bengal. While pursuing the highest global academic standards, the Institute envisions itself as a facilitator of advanced research and employability by leveraging various opportunities offered by the emerging global knowledge and communication economy and cultural research. Pali is a sacred language of Theravada Buddhists all over the world, and it constitutes the rich cultural heritage of South Asia and most of South Asia, as most of the Buddhist texts and scriptures are written in Pali. There is an urgent need to retrieve and preserve the rich cultural heritage, as the title of this international seminar suggests. The theme of the seminar is to excavate this cultural heritage, both tangible and intangible, through a careful study of narratives available in Pali canonical and non-canonical literature. ILSR is engaged in advanced language studies and cultural research, and this seminar theme perfectly resonates with the core research focus, and we are highly delighted to host this seminar involving so many renowned national and international scholars working in this field. We are sure that the high quality academic deliberations of this two-day seminar will contribute immensely in resurrecting the rich cultural heritage of Buddhist history as enshrined in countless Pali narratives and Pali texts. This seminar will also help in promoting the cultural heritage of Buddhist history through the development of different Buddhist tourist sites in West Bengal, as well as Buddhist tourism in South and Southeast Asian countries. I once again welcome all the distinguished guests, esteemed scholars, and other esteemed members and audience in this two-day international conference. Thank you, and I congratulate you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, I would like to request Professor Anuradha Mukhopadhyay, Honorable Vice Chancellor of the Sanskrit College and University, to come over the podium and deliver her address and speech. Thank you.
Dignitaries present on the dais, Dr. Shati Guho, Director of ILSR, Professor Kaushiki Dashgupta, Vice Chairman of the West Bengal State Council of Higher Education, Professor Buddhist of the Department of Pali, Calcutta University. It's a great endeavor of the organizers of the Department of Pali, University of Calcutta, the Institute of Language Studies and Research, Kolkata, and the Department of Pali of our own Sanskrit College and University to be organizing this international two-day seminar on excavating Buddhist cultural heritage through Pali narratives. Though Buddhism as a religion has flourished and spread over the years in many countries, especially South and Southeast Asia, and has also made inroads, in fact significant inroads in the West, the same may not be said about Pali, the language in which Lord Buddha preached.
Hello.
The language in which Lord Buddha preached his sermons. Lot more needs to be done for the nourishment of Pali, a language rich in history, rich in culture, and rich in heritage. A language too precious to be overlooked and ignored. We know that a language survives if it evolves with time and becomes relevant also in the contemporary context. In this regard, the stringing of Buddhist pilgrimage sites and Buddhist tourist destinations internationally and nationally through Pali narratives is a commendable thought. Not only will this exercise support in making Pali more pertinent in modern times, it will facilitate to open its doors to a greater world. This is essential for the survival and the flourishing of this precious language. I thank the organizers for choosing such a thought-provoking subject and wish this two-day international seminar a grand success. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to request Professor Kaushiki Dashgupta, Honorable Vice Chair in West Bengal State Council of Higher Education. Please, ma'am, please come to the podium. Good morning, everyone. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Mukhopadhyay, Honorable Director of ILSR, Dr. Shati Guha Madam, Honorable Professor Mutshruti from Department of Pali, Calcutta University, the dignitaries present here in this conference room of Ashamno, my dear friends, colleagues, and students from different higher education institutes. On this auspicious occasion of exploring the rich heritage and the cultural spirit and aesthetic of India, that what we call the language of Pali, which is very much influential for the exploration of Buddhist cultural heritage. This seminar, two-day seminar, has been organized jointly by the Department of Pali and ILSR. I warmly congratulate all the organizers, those who have planned and executed such a wonderful endeavor to make ourselves acquainted with the very heritage of our own soil, our culture, our language, our identity. As very rightly pointed out by Professor Mukherjee, that Buddhism, and as you know, the tradition of Indian faith system, knowledge system, each and every aspect of this rich cultural legacy, it is contributing immensely for the development of the self, for the development of the existence and the very other aspects of Indianhood in a very engaging manner.
And from a long period of time, India is trying to explore, trying to make itself acquainted and identified what actually culture means for the Indians and for the rest of the world. And I believe that when we talk about Pali, one of the major classical languages of this subcontinent, and of course it has been acknowledged all over the world, particularly in the South and Southeast Asian countries, we need to thought on the modern exploration of the language in a very meaningful manner so that it could have some sort of implications to the wider society, to the society those who couldn't reach the very structure of mainstream education so far. The Council of Higher Education, they are taking several initiatives to reach this segment of the society. And of course, ILSR also taking different, they are taking active interest in these issues of translation, different sort of interpretation in language. They're organizing regular seminars and workshops all over the universities in West Bengal. Simultaneously, when we talk about the issues of policy making, perhaps you have seen that nowadays the central government and also the state government, they are very much keen to introduce the Indian knowledge system into the curricula. They are keen to introduce the very structure and aspects, those who are being completely neglected and ignored so far in the history of education in India after independence. So this seminar or workshop, I believe that it would make our conscience far more advanced and ourselves far more enlightened to the cultural legacy of our own, what we have lost already in the debris of history, the voices which has been already silenced off. And in this age of digitization, I think there is a very pertinent need to digitize all the very sources, all the very rich literary sources, the Buddhist teaching, sort of issues. Everywhere we can see this trauma and tension inside and outside. We are facing challenges day after night. So with this note, again I want to thank the organizers and those who are present here that you have spared your valuable time to make this seminar a successful event. I hope it would be an engaging event and we would fetch much valuable ideas and thoughts after these 2 days seminars. Tomorrow. And with this note again, I want to thank you all for spending time with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, Venerable Shivali Thera, Honorable General Secretary, Mahabodhi Society of India, he will be present online, I guess. Is he online now? Yet not? Okay. Wherever they are not present yet. So we would like to request Venerable Kachan, Bhikkhu Kachan Shravanji to deliver his speech. Please, sir.
ওনাকে আনমিউট করতে বলুন।
Is it okay?
Yes, yes, yes.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon. I am very happy to join of an international seminar by the Department of Pali, University of Calcutta. It is a very necessary and important topic for today to discuss. Who are joining here. I hope it is very important for our future. According to Pali language, Buddhist literature and Buddhist story, the Buddhist heritage in India, There are many heritage sites in India, particularly in Bengal also. So I wish to you and successful your seminar and hope to some excavation who not yet completed by the seminar and your by the seminar and your thinking, I will wish successful. I have an important work today. I am going to outside. So finally, I thanks to every speaker and organizer. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Venerable Dr. Kacha and Shramanji. Thank you. Now, we would like to request Venerable Dr. Ratnashri Bhamte, President, Bengal Buddhist Association, Bauddha Dharma Bhushana, to deliver his speech. Please, sir.
Bhante, please unmute yourself.
I think there is some technical glitch. Venerable Dr. Shivali Thera, Honorable General Secretary, Mahabodhi Society of India, now present here online. Please, sir. Please deliver your speech. Sir, please unmute yourself.
Hello. আসলে আজকে কলকাতা বিশ্ববিদ্যালয় যে সেমিনারের আয়োজন করেছেন পালি ভাষা এবং তার যে এক্সকাভেশনের মধ্যে যে পালির উল্লেখ দেখা যায় সেটার উপরে পর্যালোচনা করার জন্য যে সেমিনার আয়োজন করেছেন তার জন্য আমি ব্যক্তিগত পক্ষ থেকে সকলকে অভিনন্দন জানাই এবং বৌদ্ধ ধর্মান্তর সভা অফ ইন্ডিয়ার পক্ষ থেকেও সবার এই সাফল্য কামনা করি। আলোচনা চলছে, আগামী দিনে সেটা কন্টিনিউ করবে। তো আশা করি আজকে বিশেষ না বলে আমি অভিনন্দন জানিয়ে আমার কথা এখানে শেষ করলাম।
Thank you, Bhante Ratnashri. It is to be said here that Venerable Dr. Ratnashri Bhante is also a student of a Sanskrit college, present Sanskrit College and University, and also a student of Calcutta University. He has done his honors from our college and post-graduation MPhil and PhD from Calcutta University. Now he is the president of Bengal Buddhist Association, the top body of Bengali Buddhists. And we would like to hear some more in tomorrow's session also. Now we have along us Venerable Shivali Bhante, the Honorable General Secretary of Buddhist Society of India. He has joined through online. And we also have Professor Ninagala Sirinivasa, the head Department of Sanskrit and former Dean, Buddhist and Pali Universities of Sri Lanka. He has also joined through online at present, but I would now request Venerable Shivali Thera to deliver his speech. Bhante, please. Bhante, please unmute your device. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon to all. Am I clear the voice?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Voice?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you for inviting to join with you this very, very important conference organized by Language, Institute of Language and Research, and also the Department of Pali, Calcutta University jointly. And thank you organizing for such a wonderful program. And especially thank you to the to Dr. Swati Guha and Dr. Saraswati for inviting. The subject is very important because I'm going to speak a very few words about the pilgrimage in the pilgrimage section. That is very familiar that if we go through the not the point of view that tourism, because the why this pilgrimage, the Buddha's holy place is especially important, its significance in the point of view as a pilgrimage, not as the tourism, in fact. Because if we go to the history, these the devotees, Buddhist devotees especially, they pay homage to the holy place of Buddha's life. It is because that Buddha himself mentioned, he himself asked in Mahaparinibbana Sutta to Venerable Ananda just before his Maha places of importance to worship, to pay homage by a devotee. Buddha mentioned either Tathagato Bhikkhave, Abhisam Buddha, Ananda, Tattasa Kula Puttasa, Dasaniyani, Sanvejaniyani, Khana. So these are the four places that a devotee may pay a visit, pay respect, pay homage with the devotion to the Tathagata, the Buddha, the devotion to the Dhamma, and with devotion to the Sangha. So if one person or devotee, they respect with such a devoted mind, their mind becomes purified, their mind becomes free from various ceremonies. So this will help them to understand the Dhamma of the Buddha and attain the bliss of Nibbana. This is actually what Buddha mentioned in the Mahaparinibbana Sutta. Bodhgaya Sarana, Bodhgaya being the most holy, most sacred place. Saranath is also said because the Saranath where the Dhamma is spread to the world, and Kushinagar where Buddha left his body, where he attained Mahaparinibbana, and the Lumbini where the Prince Siddhartha was born. So these four places are very, very significant to the followers and the disciples of the Buddha. It may be for a monk, maybe for nuns, maybe for bhikkhus, bhikkhunis, upasakas and upasakas. Those who practice the Buddha's teaching, believe the Buddha's teaching is very important as a pilgrimage site. So, Buddhists, they wish at least once in a lifetime, to pay homage to these holy places. These four significant places are very important: Bodhigaya, Saranath, Kuchinagar, and Lumbini. Apart from these four places, there are so many other Buddhist sites where Buddha lived, where Buddha taught, where many people assembled, like Savatthi, Jetavana Vihar, Savasti Monastery, where Buddha delivered most of his discourses. If we go through the 84,000 various teachings of the Buddha, more than 70% of suttas Buddha delivered as poetry. Savasti also one of the most important pilgrimage sites. Likewise, if we go to the Vaisali is another most important place because that is the place actually where Buddha declared that after 3 months I'm going to attain Mahaparinibbana. This is one small village near to Vaisali, Belur village. So at that village only Buddha declared on his way to Kushinagar for Mahaparinibbana. So he declared to the monks that after 3 months I'm going to attain the Mahaparinibbana. So that is Vaisali is also one of the most important places. And if you go to the Kosambi was a learning center. As a learning center, Kosambi, there was a great monastery in Kosambi that is known as Gosita Rama. There was a small debate, a dispute among monks lived at the Buddha's time. But however, the Gosita Rama at Kosambi was one of the great learning centers of Buddha's time, both sect Vinaya and the Dhamma, both. So if you go to the other various places in Rajgir, if we go through the first Buddhist council, the Rajgir is famous because it is the Rajgir, the first Buddhist council held, and Buddha delivered various important discourses like Atanatya Sutta, like Girimananda Sutta, at the Gijapur, and the Isigili Sutta is surrounding Rajgir area. It's also great importance. So there are so many small other villages and districts. If you go to Pataliputra, Patna, that is where third council, Buddhist council was held under the patronage of King Asoka. So Pataliputra, though it is not a pilgrimage site as such, but the importance of Buddhist literature and Buddhist pilgrimage. Now the topic is we are discussing about that excavation of the Buddhist heritage through various Pali narratives. I think many other scholars will discuss on this matter. And the important thing is that when we discuss about very important subject, the pilgrimage is most important site because these places actually related to the sentiment of the Buddhist devotee. But they are going to visit and pay homage to these places because they want to have a kind of peace of mind. Suppose if we go to the Bodh Gaya, every Buddhist, every devotee want to sit under the Bodhi tree for a few minutes and meditate. Normally tourism is a different aspect, completely different aspect. Tourism is people go for tourism, for picnic, and to get interest of such places. So if we think about the pilgrimage site, is completely different. The pilgrimage is related to the very much peace of mind, kind of peace of mind. Actually, ancient, if you go to the pilgrimage, if you go to the very far, ancient time, like Fahian, Venerable Fahian, and Yunshan, and after that, so many other, these are the great travelers, as the Buddhist pilgrims. And they have done such a great work, through their traveling, through their pilgrimage all over Buddhist places and holy places in India, especially. So, because of their accounts on various holy places, various stupas, various archaeological sites, that is how the later on, the Archaeological Survey of India, they got so much of details from the reports that written down by Wang He, Chinese traveler, and from the Yunxian. So this is gradually is developed in different ways. I think in different states, if you go to the Kashmir also there's a pilgrimage site. If you go to the West Bengal also now the different excavation are going on. So we believe that this kind of conference in the coming time, this will help to promote even to the state government, even to the various NGOs and ASI to continue their excavations to find in various different ways. It is not from the excavation from the ruins, but through the literature, through the books, and through the Pali, history of Pali. That is how we can get more detail about the proof of the where Buddha lived, actually, where Buddha taught his Dhamma 2,600 years back. So our scholars are very much expert on this subject. So I'm happy to join and share the few things. And we, the Mahabodhi Society also, after the Anagarika Dhammapalaji, when he started Mahabodhi Society in 1891, he couldn't see any pilgrimage at that time. It's already long lost, that heritage of Buddhist heritage. But it's Anagarika Dhammapala. It says that first pilgrimage from Sri Lanka after 800 years, that he with his mother and some other devoted ladies and devoted upasakas from Sri Lanka, they joined on the pilgrimage in India. It was in the early 19th century. So before there so many travelers come alone and alone, but the accounts, the history is difficult to find. The many histories are lost, and only some histories have discovered already. So these kind of scholarly discussions are very much helpful to keep the record for the future generation, and also this will help to other researchers, scholars, on their research. This will be very much helpful. So in Mahabodhi Society also have the various this kind of research scholars and articles in our Calcutta library, the Saranath library. When the Saranath, when our founder Anagarika Dhammapala come to Saranath, and it was completely lost. It's just like the wild or the jungle, there is nothing. Stupas are not discovered at the point. When the first person, the Sir Cunningham, when he come to Saranath, he couldn't find anything except people destroyed Dhammaki Stupa and other Dhammarajiki Stupa. They were completely destroyed. But at that point, Sir Cunningham decided, I must help, I must write to the government of British at the time, and I must help to discover the lost glory of this great religion of Buddha's teachings, where is hidden under the various stupas and under the various debris of the ruins. So that is how actually at that time Sir Cunningham started gradually excavate all these ancient pilgrimage sites. So we are very much grateful to such people who actually helped to excavate in different times, different centuries. That is how today we can at least see all these holy places because of their struggle, because of their great decisions at the time, great work at the time. So today we can see. So I have no doubt that this seminar will also help in the future generation to discover many things in India and neighboring countries through the dialogues, through the excavation sites, and also the excavation from the ancient traditional Pali literatures and other the literatures related to the Buddhism, so we can discover some other things which may helpful future generation, future pilgrims and tourists both. So I once again thank you to the Language Institute of Language and Research in Calcutta and also the Department of Pali for giving me this special time to share with this special discussion with all of you. Thank you very much. I wish all the success for this wonderful seminar. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Reverend Shivalivante. Thank you for your illuminating speech. It's the rich legacy of Anagarika Dhamma that you are carrying on. And the motto of establishing Mahabodhi Society was to restore and revive Mahabodhi Temple of Bodhgaya. That's what we are already searching for in this era also. It was during that period that 4 major Buddhist sites, as mentioned by the Thero, was revived with the help of the British archaeologists and others. But in our time, we also need to discover many other sites also that are lying undiscovered as yet. And that's why this seminar is being arranged, being organized here to inculcate the academic atmosphere. Thank you, Bhante. You have rightly pointed out to that area, and we would like to have have your speech in black and white so that we can publish it in our future. It would be very kind of you to send your speech in writing.
It will be a policy document also.
Yes, it would be a policy document because by the inspiration of our honored CM, the government of West Bengal is initiating tourism, heritage-oriented tourism, and government will be very helpful with this kind of inputs. So we would request Venerable Shivali there to submit his deliverance in writing. Thank you.
Now we would like to felicitate Dr. Arindam Bhattacharya, one of our organizers, head of the department, the Sanskrit College and University. And to do the honor, I would like to request Professor Swati Guha, Honorable Director, Institute of Language Studies and Research, Department of Higher Education, Government of West Bengal. Please, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now it's the time for vote of thanks. And to do the honor, I would like to request Professor Shashwati Mutsuti, Head of Department, Pali, University of Calcutta. Please, ma'am.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. It's really very charming time for us. That finally we have done. Though I know that the percentage of the delegates is too small, but I think that it doesn't matter because the quality matters. So who really like to attend the seminar and to listen properly and something new avenue they can achieve from here, they only join here. So I'm really very happy. Actually, I'm really very thankful to we three are the organizer, you know, that ILSR, mostly ILSR, the organizer, particularly our director, Dr. Swati Guha, and the finance minister, Devashiza. They are really very, very helpful, and only for that we have done this. And সত্যি কথা বলতে আমি এখন একটু বাংলাতেই বলছি, কারণ রবীন্দ্রনাথ মনে পড়ে গেল যে চিত্ত যেথা ভয় শূন্য উচ্চ যেথা শির, এই কথাগুলো যেন মানে বারবার এই প্রোগ্রামটা করতে এসে আমার বারবারই মনে হচ্ছিল যে এত বড় একটা দুঃসাহস দেখিয়ে ফেলেছি আমরা প্রথমেই, যে আমরা অনেকদিন থেকে ভাবছিলাম যে একটা অনুষ্ঠান করব। আমি বাংলায় বলছি আরো, যেহেতু আমাদের স্টুডেন্টরা রয়েছে এখানে, যে আমরা ভেবে গেছি অনেকদিন থেকে, সাথীদি বলছেন যে অনুষ্ঠানটা একটা করতে হবে, একটা কিছু আমাদের করতে হবে, কারণ ILSR এর মানে যে দৃষ্টি নিয়ে ILSR এভাবে একটা প্রতিষ্ঠা তৈরি করেছেন এই মাননীয় সরকার, আমাদের এডুকেশন ডিপার্টমেন্ট পার্টিকুলারলি। তো এইটি সম্ভব হয়েছে কিন্তু আমাদের যিনি মানে একদম কি বলবো, যিনি পালের মানে পাল হাতে ধরে একদম শক্ত হাতে ধরে আছেন, তিনি আমাদের আর কেউ নন, সাথীদি। তাকে ধন্যবাদ জানাবার আমার কিছু নেই এবং ভাষাও নেই। এবং তার যে টিম, জয়িতাদি এখানে বসে আছেন, আমাদের দেবাশিস দা, মানে উনি এনারা যদি সাহায্য না পেতাম তাহলে সত্যি সত্যি আমাদের পক্ষে এগোনো সম্ভব হতো না। কারণ আমরা জানি যে আমাদের পালি বিভাগ কলকাতা বিশ্ববিদ্যালয় হোক বা আমাদের সংস্কৃত কলেজ বিশ্ববিদ্যালয় হোক, আমাদের যা সীমা সেটা মানে অতি ক্ষুদ্র। ক্ষুদ্রতা এই দিক দিয়ে যে আমাদের আর্থিক দিক দিয়ে সত্যি সত্যি আমাদের কোনো রকমের মানে কোনো দিক থেকেই সহায়তা পাওয়া আমাদের পক্ষে সত্যি মানে দুষ্কর। কিন্তু যখন এই দিকটা সম্পূর্ণভাবে সাথীদি বা ILSR এনারা কাঁধে তুলে নিলেন, তখন আমাদের পক্ষেও এগিয়ে আসাটা সম্ভব হলো যে আমরা হাতে হাত মিলিয়ে সবাই একসাথে কাজ করতে এগিয়ে এলাম এবং এই দুঃসাহস দেখালাম যে আমরা একটা নতুন আবার করব। কারণ এর আগেও আমাদের পালি বিভাগ অনেকগুলো আন্তর্জাতিক সেমিনার এর আয়োজন করেছিলাম আমরা। তো সেই ক্ষেত্রে আমরা মানে এইখানে এসে করার আমরা এর আগে করেছিলাম ন্যানো টেকনোলজি, আমাদের কলকাতা বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের আরেকটি অংশ। আমাদের কলকাতা বিশ্ববিদ্যালয় প্রাঙ্গণে, কলেজ স্ট্রিট প্রাঙ্গণেও আমরা অনুষ্ঠান করেছি এবং অনেক দেশ বিদেশ থেকে অনেক আমাদের অধ্যাপক এসেছেন, যোগ দিয়েছিলেন। তো এবারে আমরা ভাবলাম যে এটা যখন নতুন অর্গানাইজেশন আমাদের জন্যই ভেবেছে পার্টিকুলারলি, সো আমরা এখানে সম্মত হলাম যে আমরা সবাই এই প্রাঙ্গণেই করব এবং এখানে থেকে আমরা এই অনুষ্ঠানটা তোমাদের সকলের সহায়তায়, পার্টিকুলারলি আমি আমার ছাত্রছাত্রীদের বলছি, তোমাদেরকে তো আমার ধন্যবাদ জানানোর কিছু নেই, কারণ তোমরাই আমাদের শক্তি। মানে তোমরা না থাকলে আমাদের পক্ষেও এই অনুষ্ঠানটা করা সম্ভব হতো না। সো তোমরা থাকো আগামীকাল এবং আজকে, আমার মনে হয় তোমরা অনেক কিছু নতুন শিখবে এবং আমাদের যারা অতিথি বাইরে থেকে এসেছেন, পার্টিকুলারলি প্রফেসর লালজি শ্রাবকজি, উনি BHU বিশ্ববিদ্যালয় থেকে এসেছেন, পালি বিভাগের প্রাক্তন উনি অধ্যক্ষ ছিলেন এবং আরেকজন আছেন আমাদের প্রফেসর পজিত পালি, যিনি শিলচর ইউনিভার্সিটি থেকে এসেছেন। আর আগামীকালকেও আরো অধ্যাপক আসবেন and we have with us online Dr. Srinivasa from Sri Lankan University, and I am really very thankful to Venerable Shivali Thero. Really his speech was really very encouraging and thoughtful, and we are really very happy, Bhante, that you are with us, particularly the Mahabodhi Society, the organization, and also the organization, Bengal Buddhist organization, the president of Bengal Buddhist organization, Dr. Ratanasri Bhikkhu. He is now president, and also he is alma mater of our Sanskrit college, Department of Pali. We are very happy that he is also with us, and both of the organization is really very not only old, but they are legacy, and they are holding the legacy of Bengal Buddhism. Bengal Buddhist Association means the Dharmankur Bihar and the Mahabodhi Society of India. So we are very happy. And Dr. Kochayan Bhante, he is from Delhi University. Actually, he has passed out, and now he is holding the General Secretary post in Tiratna Sangha in Delhi University. And he is also with us, and I am here. I am just seeing the name of our past students. They are with us, and particularly I must mention my esteemed colleague, Dr. Jayanti Chatterjee. She is very sick actually, so she is not with us physically here, but she is now online with us. And I am this is the I am actually really very thankful from our organizing team that all of you are with us, and Bhante and our Bhikkhu Sangho just blessed us. So I think our program will be success. Surely we will success. So that's all. And actually the tourism, when we are thinking about the tourism and excavation, I am just mention here that Pali quotation, that what I am thinking about, that the first term of Buddha, that Charatha Bhikkhave Charikam Bahujana Hitaya Bahujana Sukhayo. So Bahujan Hitaya and Bahujan Sukhayo, we have to do something. I think we will do, and we overcome all the struggle and all our shortcomings. If is possible, then please forgive us. Particularly, I am just mention our external speakers and scholars who are from outside of Calcutta. So we are very happy that you are with us, and I hope that the 2 days will definitely successful. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now our inaugural session finishes here, and now we will have a tea break. Yeah, after the tea break, we will resume to our next sessions. There will be a keynote address by Professor Lalji, Department of Pali and Buddhist Studies, Banaras Hindu University. Thank you.